Hello guys, welcome to Creative Workshop. Please, today we are going to learn about how to do a poster. So this is a canvas that we are going to work on it today, and then these are some of the pictures that we are going to use to do the work today. These are our main subjects in the work. Okay, so the main subject has already been captured. That's why you are seeing it in the PMAT file. So we will see how it's going to be used like, or how it's going to be like. Okay, so let's start with the work. So this is the canvas that we are going to work on. As I said earlier on, we try to bring in the file that we are going to use for the background of the work. So this is the file. So we bring it upon, we place it on top of the canvas and click on OK. So these are the this file is already been converted into a smart object. So that's the reason why we have this in here. And it is always advisable to put your files into this type of format. So let's just continue with it. We increase the size of the brush over there. So we press on Ctrl plus T, and then we click on this toggle so that we will be able to toggle equally. And this one is called aspect ratio, as you can see it over there, aspect ratio. Then we click here to increase the size. No, sorry, we increase the size of it like this. Let's maintain like this way for now. Okay, I think it's more, so let's increase the size a bit. So let's increase the size. Okay, that's good. That's the best size. Okay, I think that's the best for now. Let's use it like, okay. So we are done with this one. So what we have to do right now, that we want to insert some image into this layer that we have created here, the brush layer. Sorry, the brush layer. So let's take this image, for instance, this image, and insert it into our brush area. So we place it on top of this, the brush transfer background, and click on enter, or the tick sign here to be okay. So we place it on top of it. Because this layer is on top, bring our mouse pointer in between it and click on Alt from our keyboard, and this sign will come. Then we click on it so that it will insert. Now we can drag it, and it only moves within the wherever that brush transparent is. So that's why when you move it, it doesn't appear here, but rather it only moves within this brush thing, because we have inserted it into the brush thing. So wherever the brush images, or wherever the brush things is, that's where it's going to be working around or moving around. So now we increase the size of it to a bit because it's very small. So we click on our Ctrl plus T again, and we click on our width to increase it. So that's we increase it more. Okay, I think it's nice, but we need to reduce the opacity of it. So let's reduce the opacity to 25%. I think it's okay. Now it's down because that's not our main subject. So then we bring our main subject into place. So let's put our main subject onto a new place, and then drag our main subject onto the actual way that we are working on it. So that's it. Okay, the size of it, the main subject also is big. So we click on our Ctrl plus T and reduce the size of the main subject here, and we also insert it into what we are doing already. So we insert it, we click on our Alt as we said earlier on, and click on it so that it will also be inserted. Then it will also move within that brush area. But if you can see, we have some clear thing here which we need to work on it. Okay, so what we have to do is that we have to bring a layer, add layer mask, okay, that's that. Then we add our gradient to it. Why am I saying gradient? So that we can blend that place into it. So we click on our gradient, and then we zoom into it, then we click on it like this. Okay, fine, that's that. I think we are done with that one. It's okay for now. Then we move on Right now, what we have to do is that we have to add our test to the work. But beside adding our test to it, we need to bring the logo of the company that we are working on. If the company that you are working with have a logo, fine. Then you add the company logo to it to make it very clear enough. So sending across is from this particular place. So I think, sorry, this is their logo. So we use the logo to do the work. And the logo also, we click on thick, and I think it has always, so we just reduce the size of it to something small that we think is okay for the work. I think this one is okay. Good. Then we bring it at the top. We click on our Control plus T, our Control plus A, sorry, and then we align to center. That's that. Okay. I think you are seeing the work is coming small, small. So we are done with that one. Then we bring in our text message. We bring in our text message to add to the work that we are doing. So we select our wish you all, then come to our main, then we create a layer for it. We create a layer for the text that we are going to add to it. Then we click on, or we click from the toolbar, the T, or the shortcut key for it is T. We click on it and
so much separation in the street.
Control plus V.
Yeah. So mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay. Mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay. So what we a go do when we working at the street? Man still a kill man for your little thing. I little you them fight every day and figure them they regret. Yeah. Man been a trials and jubilation, separation, too much in the nation. Me can't kill me brother for your money ritual. Me work hard for my money every day. So mama don't cry. Everything na go be okay. No, yeah me know. So mama don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Yeah. Yeah me know. So mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay. Mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay. Yeah. 1.1 said that me wearing every day. Me rocking the party with bed footed. Only Jah know life how we living. Only God know life how we living. How we living my life. Me have to be the person on earth. Only God know the life that we living. Only Jah know life how we living. My life. Me have to be the person on earth. No. Hey, all you got to do is work hard. Nothing is possible without the load. Some boy can't do nothing what we do. That's why they sell out every week. We come from zero until the top that we go. Keeping pushing harder, keeping working harder. Say, come from zero until the top that we go. Yeah, no. So mama don't cry. Everything na go be okay. No, yeah me know. So mama don't cry. Everything na go be okay, yeah. Yeah me know. So mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay. Mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay. Many younger days me used to face me can't forget. Never forget where me come from.
So now what we are going to do is that we are going to create a borderline for the main contents of what we are, the MC or whoever is leading is saying to the people. But when it comes to poster of a church program, I think these things are not there. What you have to put over there is the dates, the venue, and the locations. So you just have to place mark with it. Whatever I'm teaching here, that you can also do the same thing. Okay. But if you need a tutorial, or if you need a tutorial on a church thing based on, you can link me up and then I'll do that tutorial too as well for you guys. So I'll take this thing and then send it over to the web. Okay, then that one, so I'll align it to the middle. Okay, that's it. Let's continue with the test. Okay, let me talk a little bit about the reason why I highlighted the place before I want to put my test over there. If the test is too many, especially when you are doing something related to a poster, funeral poster or something like that, there's no need for you to just click and put it there because the test is too many. So I have to highlight the place that I want the test to occupy. So that's the reason why I've highlighted it this way. So after highlighting it, then it will give me a sample of a test like this, which means if I put my test, this is how it's going to be like. So I'll just click on Control plus V and then it will put my actual text over there for me. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you right now. So let's go on. Let's continue with the work. Okay, so we get it this way. I think it's okay, but let's check our paragraph. Okay, the paragraph also is good. So that's it. But the design is down too much. So we need to turn it back small. Top small, a little bit small top. I need to put it selected. Select top small. Hope it's going. We are not going there. Okay. Okay, that's that. Now we are done with the work. So maybe you can add your logo to it. So let me just add my logo to it, and then we are done with this work. Logo. Size it to small size. Very small. Bring the name of the subject. Control plus V. We need it to be good. Good. Okay, let's bring this down. Create some rectangular in the back of it. Reduce the opacity small. Okay, like it. I hold my Alt key and click on the text, the name, and then drag it. I'll duplicate it. Or maybe I can also just click on Ctrl+G on the text on my layer here. Then I'll just have the same thing. But I just want to do it this way. So then Ctrl+G. Combine them together and click on creative mask and then use my gradient to okay, see, I've already saved it. So what I'll do when I'm saving it for the first time, I'll click on save as and save it to the PSD file. It's already there, that's why it's saying that. So I'll save it. The reason why I save it as a PSD is because when you send it to the client, you don't know whatever that the client will say. Maybe the client might need some changes in the work. So for you to be on a better safe side, you need to save it in a PSD file first and save it as a JPEG and send it to your client. So now we are going to save it as a JPEG, the one that we are going to give it to the client. Okay, so we come to the save as again. Now we save it as PSD, but rather JPEG file. So we save for the JPEG and we save it as JPEG file. Okay, and that is that. So we are done. So we save the file here.
So much pain and sorrows, so much puzzle and I pain them. I mean I say 1, 2, ugly my shoe. We no want dirty people come close. Yeah. Say 3, 4, shout the door. Babylon we have to go away. So we working harder. Money for we my boy, we not joker. Big up on yourself, big up on yourself. Our friend from day one. Yeah, we know. So we working harder. Money for we my yard. Money for we my all day. We say money for we mine all day. So mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay. Mama don't cry, don't cry. Everything na go be okay. Everything na go be alright. Everything na go be okay.
Send you